I forgot to look at the calendar. I think I'd like to give a timestamp if you are brand new. I don't know how you found this channel. Welcome. I think today's the 18th. Anyway, I believe it's Tuesday, March 18th, Tuesday. I believe so. Anyway, welcome in. I am just sitting here. It's a windy day and fixing to go down and charge my phone close by here, a couple blocks down, and I just thought I would do a reading before I went down this morning. I have not had any coffee and anything like that. If anybody is willing to buy me a cup of coffee, I have like 38 cents to my name. Somebody sent me $5 yesterday, and I had a couple people a couple days before that gave, and it has helped me to have something to eat every day. Thank you very much. If you're brand new, look, I've never been homeless in my life, and I like to say to new people, because I'm always in this hopeful mode that somebody new that has some type of an anointing or a power upon some type of a leadership that I may run across on this platform can get up and help give a rescue. I'm being oppressed by somebody in my city, and I was working and took 2 other jobs that got shut down on purpose, and somebody's oppressed me on purpose. I'm at the mercy of people to survive, like literally. I've got things recorded, documented, evidence that would stand in a court of law, and I'm having to survive in my vehicle and to take a body spray water bottle bath every freaking day, and nowhere to wash my hair. I poured a cup of water over my head yesterday and put shampoo in it, and my hair is so dense because this shampoo is still in it. Somebody said to go to a gym. There is no gym by me, but boy, I'd sure like to find one. I could take a bus, but I don't want to go by myself because I'm being targeted. And so I have to be very careful about what I do because I'm dealing with a murderer. So those of you maybe, wondering, having some type of questions about some things, I'm dealing with kooks and stuff like that. So, and I can prove their nastiness on my life and all that kind of stuff. And so it is what it is. So how far and wide and deep this nonsense goes, I don't know, but it's definitely over Kansas City, Missouri, because I've called all kinds of authorities. I actually found the day that the 2 cops that came to my room when I was able to have a hotel room, I had 2 cops that showed up at my door in full body uniform and spoke to them and was asking questions about what we can do for a murder case. And they were just like, I always put my finger up here because of stupidness. Because the guy said, I don't know what to do about a murder case. And I found his writing here. He gave me the number for City Mission and stuff like that, which I've already called City Mission over and over in the winter time when I was freezing in my car and nobody had any openings for rooms every day. I just had to freeze in my car. It's been done deliberately. But I found this person, and he's the one that gave me the number for the City Mission initially. And like I said, I've already called them many times. But instead of putting his name, he put me. And his phone number is here. But if anybody could check this phone number out, this was the person that said they didn't know what to do about a murder case. And it was 816-814-7755. So somebody could look that person up and ask them what the crap. I need a rescue team, folks. I need justice on some stuff that's going on. Okay? All right. Let's get busy here on a reading and ask at the hand of the Most High God, the great and the terrible. And I fear him and I revere him, and there's none like Yah, Yehovah. And he is to be feared. And if you do or don't, oh, it's your business. I was talking yesterday how he gave the earth to man. He gave it to us, but he also, which is free will. He don't want a bunch of robots. But once you choose his will, it's the best route to go, and it's life on that path. And you be obedient to him, because crazies have got their free will being nuts. He's going to keep you and I in a good place regardless of all this tribulation. He gets praise out of the end of it. He says many are the afflictions of the righteous, but he delivers us out of them all. And I'm 54 years old, and all I can say is God's always been with me. And before this thing ever even took off in my life, I was sitting at my table in my home at that time, and I heard him say, "You're protected." And it just came through my spirit, and I was like, well, thank you, God. You know how we are sometimes, just nonchalantly with the Most High. But I got up and I walked right after I heard him say, you're protected. I got up and walked through my living room, and the television at that time was on a commercial, and I was just walking to the other room, and the lady said, and you're protected on the commercial. And I stopped and I thought, okay, something's up. And when I understand when God has to say you're protected, something's up, folks. And I had no idea all this nonsense was going to take place, and it has been going on for a long time, and it's been a heavy trial. And I'm here to say that God is faithful through every little thing, even having to survive in a vehicle that's hot and cold at different times that the weather's going on. He said, I'll take you through the water and you won't drown. I'll take you through the fire and you won't burn. And his people are warriors. And if you belong to God, you're going to go through some stuff. If you're not going through anything, I'd really check my walk with God, folks. Because we in that place in the earth right now where the judgments of God is all over the place, in really, really heavy places. And he often brings out the word separation, and he is doing separating. He's doing a great separation. So anyway, let's get in here and ask at the hand of the Most High what he wants to bring out this morning. Most High, I just appreciate you so very much. Let's start with his word. I appreciate you so very much. I want to apologize if there was any kind of offensiveness on the video that I did yesterday. I noticed that some of my cleavage was showing, and normally I'm very conservative on the platform, but the way I have to put my phone up in this car, I had this whole section right here, I can't see anything because I got to wrap something around it to prop it up. And had I known that some of my cleavage was showing yesterday, I would have fixed my shirt. So if that made somebody feel a certain way, sorry, it just is what it is. So anyway, some people, I know I'm talking to some holy rollers out there that think they're holier than thou, because God addresses those type of people all the time. And I'm all for being conservative and stuff like that, but it is what it is. God looks at our heart anyway. So, but I'm not ready just to be derogatory to have that out there that way. And I noticed it. I was just like, oh my God. And it's just like, whatever. And I can't tell. I had a conversation with God about it, and he gave me something against his enemies about it, and I won't say until he gives me the right to say what he said, but there was a purpose in everything that you and I do. He also reminded me that one of his prophets, he ran naked through the street for a couple of years as well, for an example of some things. So you and I just need to just relax, and whatever takes place and things that even God likes to hide some things, and you and I have a king on the inside of us. We'll search out some matters, and there's deeper things even spiritually that are even being shown in a natural way that's very profound, that God's getting his word across to some people, that he'll use whoever, whenever, whatever, and however it looks on the outside. He's looking at the heart of a thing, and people need to show up really blind so they can see of some things. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, I just wanted to also apologize for some of you all, you know, that may have gotten offended by that, and just to let you understand my heart on a thing as well, what's going on the other side of this camera, and why. Because if I would have seen that, I would have pulled it up. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, there's a victory. So last night I was also reading on another platform, and the word victory came out. And somebody was in the hanging of the situation that was being talked about on what to do and where to go with somebody. And somebody was playing the middleman somewhere for positive and or negative purposes for whoever you are in the earth, because the enemy is trying to do the same types of things for negative purposes. But somebody was trying to get some type of a victory, but God don't lose. And so if you're in the upright, there is a victory today in something that is going on. So God's going to stay true to that. Something public with it. We have 2 Timothy chapter 3 coming out, and it says that in the last days perilous times shall come, like I said. And it says that men shall be lovers of their own selves. Don't care about you. don't give a rip that you're hurting. As long if there's something in it for me, then that's all they care about. And this is the time that we're in, and I'm living this like firsthand, and maybe you are as well, and I stand with you by faith. It says that men should be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents. Got a lot of kids that'll pop off at their mouth at their parents. It's sad. Unfaithful, unholy, without natural affection between a man and a woman, truce breakers, false accusers, fierce, despisers of those that are good. Isn't that sad? Think about that. Somebody hate you because you're good, that you want to be upright. That's wickedness. We are living in perilous times, folks. We really are. That I even have to get up on my platform and ask somebody, could you buy me something for some breakfast today? Would you mind? Because I'm at the mercy of you. It ain't my fault that I can't buy it. I'm a hard worker. And people just say, I don't care. That kind of stuff, it's dumb. It's ridiculous. It is, it's nasty energy that we find ourselves in the world for some of us going through tribulation. It says they're traitors, they're high-minded, and they're lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God Almighty. And He's the one that gave you breath. It says having a form of godliness. Hallelujah. But denying the true power of God. He gives us power, love, and a sound mind. If you got the true power, you got your mind. You got power to even endure some real hard things as well. Let them be hateful, because at the end of some things that you and I are going through is a great big victory on something going on out here. We don't want to show up acting like we all something. We just are who we are in the truth. Let them hate. We got haters all day long. Let them lie. They're going to hell. It says to quench not the Spirit of God, and do not neglect prophecies. Prove all things and hold fast to that which is good, and abstain from evil. Any appearance of evil. And then the word travel also came out in that reading last night. And again, somebody was trying to get somewhere. And there was the word warning came out in that reading for whoever was trying to do something in a negative way or to escape something as well. What do you want to bring out here? Why is this out here? Why is this out here? The player. This is a departure card. This is but there's strife out here, but there's 6 wands goes to a victory. Somebody getting 33. Anyway, somebody's going to get a victory over this player in something that's going on out here today. This is somebody who don't give a rip. They're jealous. They're strifeful. The star is here, and the star goes back to some type of a knowledge out here around your situation today. If somebody's got some type of high-minded energy out here, and they're a lover of themselves, and this is a card of I'm sure of myself, because I know that everybody that I'm normally around, when I hop up, you can't resist me because I'm on fire, baby. That's what this card represents. Somebody thinks they're all that in a bag of chips, but somebody's getting a victory on something that's taking place, and somebody's fallen into the fire here. And there's wormwood out here with that star being shown. That's knowledge of something. There's going to be justice for something going on out here. Why is this here, please? Most High, only you can tell it. We only ask at the hand of you, because there is no one else that can know all things. King of Cups is jumping out. He jumped out in the reverse, and so there's a snake on him. Okay. And there is something snakish going on, because there's strife. There's evilness with strife. King of Cups in the reverse is somebody who's going to move you with emotion, whoever this person is. He could be in some type of leadership, being a king. There's an Empress here at the bottom of the deck. That's somebody sets up in some type of a place. And we had leadership, which is amazing to me. When I go back to watch some of the stuff that God speaks through my spirit, He makes me cringe on the inside. And He had me read those 3 different accounts in His word yesterday, and I was talking about some, I'm not going to touch on it, but I was talking, it was all about leadership, and then He brought the word leadership, and then He brought Nebuchadnezzar out. And so there is somebody sets up in some type of a big place up in here that's either being played or is playing someone. Okay, and it goes for any given person's situation collectively, but somebody's a manipulator out here. If you're upright in this energy, then you set big and tall in the Most High, and you're at your highest level of love energy. And this is supposed to be somebody who is upright and loving and got that highest vibration. They're a manipulator. Somebody is, or two people are. There were two people that came out in that reading last night on another platform that I did with an older gentleman that was there by the end of that reading. So that could be something with your father going on. It could be something with co-workers going, I don't know. But this is somebody who should know better. It could be this actual person just showing their immaturity of what they're freaking doing and playing a situation. But if somebody is in the upright of this Empress energy, this person here who's full of maturity, where they set to get something done for upright purposes, out trumps all this nonsense. If she's in the reverse, she's just nothing but she's just as manipulative. At that point, there could be a pregnancy situation around something going on out here. It came out really strong yesterday as well. Why is this King of Cups in this Knight here? Oppression. There is oppression when people show up like that. Greed, not opening up, holding things back. There's grudges out here. People got grudges. And you're on the losing team with that. Somebody can get a victory out here. You're never going to get a victory out of being some type of kook. Being a lover of yourself, seeking your own way, popping off your own mouth. Somebody's already done something out here, and God says somebody's trying to hide something that they've already done, and that's why they won't. Look, there's the Emperor. Something with your mother and your father could be here with that, since the Empress just showed up, or you and your spouse, or something. There's leadership out here. That obviously goes to empires and things like that are out here, and so people are sitting here. That's real stubborn energy with those two cards showing together, because one of his meanings in the reverse is stubbornness, which the same goes with the King of Cups. He represents somebody who has a cup and he's very mature, and when to pour out emotion evenly and when to pull it back or hold it back and not always show it, but it's there. In the upright is very, very giving, caring, intuitive, and in touch with something emotional going on. He's out of control here in the reverse. If he's a wimp in the reverse for some of you all, I'm also getting this energy of somebody don't know how to pull their britches up like a man and be a man as well. And somebody melts and lets somebody just play them all the time. They're in their emotions in the reverse. Otherwise, it's him just being some type of emotional freak out here on something that's got some type of strife and oppressive situation. But somebody's going to get a victory out here on something. The Emperor don't lose if he's in the upright. He's somebody get up and take a chance. And somebody going to get up and take a chance, then they are. But this would show if you're not going to, you're going to be the loser of something. If you're not going to listen and do what you're supposed to do, if God's giving you a download. This shows I'm not going to open up and be stubborn out here with those two cards together, and that's going to cost somebody really hard. There's a thorn out here in somebody's situation really, really bad. The Hermit is also here. This word in the pictograph language goes to a thorn, and there is a thorn. There's a devil around somebody. 44 is out here. The High Priestess. There's secrets out here. Somebody's got a secret slander on them that they did with the situation. They did it on purpose. We know that because that card has come out to say that somebody slowly, evilly, secretly slandered somebody. They don't want that information out. It makes them look crazy for what they did, what they said, why they did it, what they're holding on to, what they're trying to accomplish within keeping the thing under wraps. Something is like that oppressive out here with the situation for collective energy, and it's going to affect groups of people with headship at that level coming out. Hold on a minute. Okay, I lost the card. Anyway, there's a victory coming. There's something with travel with this today for collective energy, or you need to get up and travel to go somewhere to get the victory, but you're going to have to, there was a warning around whatever's going on with this drive. Let's see what's in the hidden space. If you're brand new, a lot of times I refer back to other readings, because with me, the way God uses me, he unfolds things. So it's like just an ongoing story here with God. And so just go check out a couple extra videos from the past and you might get more of this story. But with me, a lot of times God just continues the story and just unfolds things, because things are unfolding for us day by day. 55. We're getting master numbers up here. We had 33, 55. I've seen 44. That's a angel number. What's in the hidden space, Most High? Thank you. The mice. There's a thief around somebody. Lies. This is an anxiety card. There's anxiety. There's trappings out here, folks. There's 3 rats in this picture. 1, 2, 3. So there were groups of people or third parties showing up yesterday in that reading. The dog, friends. The last 3 readings that I've done, when I've looked in the hidden, a friend has been there. So whether they're loyal or not, this is a loyalty card, but this is a liar card. This anxiety, maybe you are loyal, maybe a couple people aren't. They're in cahoots with something as well. There's some type of jealousy and strife around something with that 5 of Wands showing there. That's a jealous, strifeful card. That's envy. That's something like that. In the hidden space, there's something about a friend. And if you are loyal, then you are, and it's just showing us 2 different groups of people as well. For some of you all, this is attacking. A dog goes to attacking in the negative. A dog is a pervert energy as well. It's also a control freak energy. A Jezebel could be out here around something, stuff that if whoever's trying to be a Jezebel in a situation, the dogs eat her in the end of the story, man. Ain't good. Show me more information what's in the hidden space. But if you're upright, there's good news. That's a good news card. If you had a question, this is also a yes card to something. If you had a question about somebody who's lying about thievery or whatever they're doing around trappings, energies, whatever, somebody's got a yes to some question out here, because there's going to be a victory that's going to be had in something. What else is hidden, please? The clock tower. Could be dealing with somebody from the London, Britain area. Don't have to. Somebody's name could be Ben. This is Big Ben. This is timing. There's something in the hidden where somebody's friend could have also lied about a timing to something. This is altering things. This is protection. This is government in the hidden space. I also have 2 other cards that jumped out. But to read those 3 cards that way, somebody's lied about a timing, or a group of people have. Something about a loyalty with that. There is something about something being alterated here. Something being thieved by something being alterated is here. The other, I wish I would have said it, Most High. I almost said it's a cloudy day and the clouds came out. I'm just noticing that. It is a cloudy day today. Anyway, somebody's name could be Lily or Lillian or something like that, but this is an older person card. Like I said, it showed up last night. And it's about making peace and having virtue. And either you do or you don't. Either you know the truth and you're protecting something with that dog being there, or somebody's not, or because you do know about somebody's thieving, or you're just acting like you're loyal and a friend and you're doing something out here around some type of a alterating of something. I feel like somebody knows something. Something is going to be known, because a victory is going to be had today somewhere, is what God says. So somebody has, this also goes back to distortion. Somebody has alterated and distorted things. Or an older person is confused about something. It's because somebody's friend is in the hidden doing something somewhere. Either to get something to come out, and for some of y'all that is because a victory is going to be had, and somebody knows something about something crazy out here that somebody's done. Somebody's also trying to protect. If you're trying to protect a wicked person and distort things on purpose because somebody did do some type of a slandering of something, they distorted things, they confused things, they're trying to protect what they've done, you're in a bad spot with God Almighty. I just got to tell you, you are under a huge freaking judgment with God. You're high-minded, lovers of your own self, out here to do your own thing. And if you're some holy roller that's saying that you got a form of godliness and you really deny the true power, you have no respect what you think you're doing out here, you're under a damnation of God. I just got to tell you. I just got to tell you. I just got to tell you. You will never protect a wicked thing and think that you're going to get away with something and stand in some type of a position where people go, wow, you're so awesome, because you ain't awesome. You're kook. And somebody's definitely has distorted some stuff and thieved. We know that there has been a thief because 2 days ago God said a thief was going to be caught. Okay, there's plots at the bottom of the deck, and how do I escape something? Well, we just seen that little departure card there. You ain't escaping. The escape is you go in jail for some people's cases on whatever this crap is about, and why the crap you feel like you need to do some nonsense against God Almighty. Somebody can get some justice. If there's upright headship out here, headship's still at the bottom of the deck. That was from yesterday. If there's upright headship, they're going to get up in here with the anointing of God, and they're going to get something taken care of. God's for us, not wicked. Not wicked, people. What other messages, Most High God, do you want to bring out? We just give you praise, glory, and honor, because there is no headship outside of your headship, Most High God. The earth is yours, and the fullness thereof, they that dwell therein. And you are sovereign, and you get the last say. Pick through my hands, Most High. A walled place for protection. Okay, well, that tower does represent a protection of something. So somebody needs some type of protection out here. And somebody can go to jail. You can go into maximum protection. Burn, brand, charred, burning of the skin, darkening energy is also here. Okay, you interpret it. A cook. Okay, well, there's something about some type of a burning situation out here. Well, somebody, if there's fraud on a fire situation, then somebody alterated something on some type of a fire ordeal out here, and there's fraudulent things out here. Okay, or you're just dealing with a cook. Maybe your last name is Cook. I don't know. Show me more information. You interpret it. You can go in many different directions. Headship does want to capture my hands, along with the Most High is going to make it out for good. For his people, there's a victory coming for something positive for the people of God. There's a business deal out here around something at the top of the deck. There's the electronics right there. It's right here in the hidden space. Somebody in some type of a position is out here altering things for some type of a protection of something. So either you doing it for positive or negative purposes. It'll go both ways for any given person I'm talking to all over the world, and why ever you're here on this reading. It's not for naught with Jehovah being asked at the hand of it. There's a reason for it. But there's government here, and there is electronic stuff, and this is altering, but somebody has distorted things on purpose for something that was plotted out here. It's a plot card. The older gentleman, something with an older gentleman, and the gentleman card happens to be under that plot card, which is a professional card. There is a professional here in your hidden space, or you're that professional, whether you're upright or not. I don't know who you are. It's going you either going to get a victory today or you're not. You either something to be of worth in the earth, or you're kook. I don't know. But there is something around something that's happened around some business deal, or you're going to get a victory in a business deal or something like that. Look, I just took the card deck, and an older person is here. Well, it definitely is here. Let every word be established unto 3 witnesses. Most I said is something about some type of an older person involved in some ordeal that is going on in this reading out here. Let me take a rune, and then I'll turn my phone off. If you could buy me a cup of coffee or cheeseburger or something, then I would appreciate it. My information is down below. May God bless you, because he will. He'll give it. You're doing it to the least of these, like he says. You're doing it to the Most High God, and may he bless you. He answered a prayer. Let me just give a testimony. There is a person. I have met a lot of people just down here, homeless and stuff like that, and I met somebody that has a great need, and I prayed for that person and their spouse. Person's got somebody, and I prayed for that person. I just said, because the person did something for me, and it was a huge blessing what they did for me. It wasn't money or anything else, but they supplied something that I was like in great need of. They just happened to have that thing that I've been praying, God, how am I gonna, I need this. And they just happened to have it. And I was just in nonchalant conversation with them, and it was an act of God. Okay. And it was something very important that I needed, and God knew that I needed it. And they happened to have it, and the person brought it to me. And I was like, thank you, Most High. Can you get me out of this car and all this stuff? Anyway, sometimes I wonder, God, why do you answer some prayers and some prayers you don't? And there's purposes why. But anyway, I prayed for these two people, and I said, Father, just do something really huge for them. Just really, and let them know that it came because of what they did for me. And I happened to find out that God did something really huge for them, and God allowed me to know about it. And I was just praising him for his goodness, because he not only took a need for me through somebody, but he also met theirs for doing that for me, and in my prayer to go do that for them as well. And that's how it should work in the kingdom, folks. And so if people understand that when you and I see a need and it is in our power, it's a big blessing standing in our way for something to come across us when we're in that time of needing something. And that is how the kingdom works. But people, I don't know, people think they're going to lose something, but it's backwards in a way. So look how the kingdom works, but there ain't no other way but to do it God's way. His ways aren't our ways, if that makes any sense. All right, so I could get real personable with this. There's something big that is here, and a box. So this is the letter B, and this is actually the letter G, but the pictograph looks like an X. A big box is out here attached to something. Those of you who know what I'm dealing with, and it's going to be right up in your face, sir, ma'am, and you people that sent that big box here last year, and all this nonsense has gone on with that matter. Anyway, for just in general energies, there's something about a baby that is here. This is a baby rune. This is also a joy rune, because somebody's going to get a victory in something as well. This is a gift being reciprocated, and something around some type of being hospitable. Okay, if somebody's distorting things because they don't want somebody to be hospitable, or somebody was and something went wrong, and now somebody sets up in a place where they're distorting things to protect themselves. I mean, there's something out here that's illegal, though, that's going on for some people's cases. Your ex could be involved in something. This is a possible betrayal in a love that can be here for those of you dealing with situations of why some things are going on for positive and negative reasons. This is talent. That also goes back to talent as well. But the letter B, the BGs are here. They're over from the London, Britain area, and Big Ben is here. So music in general is also here. I'm talking to, I was just ran across, I love the Bee Gees, and let me not get off on what I was going to say. Anyway, the X, the B, and the G came out. Also, the letter A is here, the letter K. There's two K connections, and the letter Q is here, AKA. There's two K's and an A. Somebody does go by, somebody's a false person, because at the end of that reading the other day, the false person who wore the mask came out in that reading, and somebody ain't who you think they are, because they're distorting things. Somebody in your hidden's a liar around you, or you already know it, and you're going to get a victory out of something that's going on with somebody that is in some type of a headship that's going to either take care of something, or a headship is obviously, last night headship was being, I don't know, like crazy with the Nebuchadnezzar energy. He went to like an animalistic state of mind, and God rebuked him for some stuff. So I don't know who I'm talking to, but somebody's going to get some type of a victory on something that's gone on in some type of a betrayal and a situation. But there is joy out here today. So if you are an upright friend and you are doing things for upright purposes, God's on your side. And 66 just came out. Now 96 is here. 96 is a positive number as well. And if you had a question, the answer is yes out here. There is some type of a protection around collective groups of people that are walking in the light and staying in the light. And God's going to work something out and make it right for you. Okay? All right, so quench not the spirit was one of the words that came out today. Whatever you also need to bring as some type of communication, this is a communication card, it's a good news card, then may God be with you and lead your steps in that, and just do what God tells you to do in a situation, and you're gonna have it okay for you. I feel led to take about 3 of these. I know that you are my person. It also came out in that reading last night. If that's truthful, the other person will understand and have the same download. If that's somebody just saying and blowing something in your ear to get something done, because a bribe came out yesterday and last night when I read, you're going to have to use your intuition. If somebody said that, I know you're my person, and they weren't, and something's come out of that for thievery and for their own gain's sake and stuff like that, and you've been fighting in some matter, you're going to get a victory over that energy. So I read it in different directions, but something out here about a love situation or somebody knowing that they're somebody's person. There's a sealed legal document and a signet. Okay, there's legal matters out here around this thing. And the last message, Most High, it says that there's an imposter that's being caught. Okay, and it's going to be known. We got headship out here, so something's going to be huge out here on somebody who's playing some type of stupidness in a matter. So praise be to God for allowing somebody to get a victory and somebody who's acting like they're not something that they should be in all upright purposes. Anyway, that's not how I wanted to word it, but that's how it come out. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll be back later, Lord willing. Y'all pray for me. I really need some coffee, so I'm sorry that I had a couple moments where my mind was just like whatever. Those of you who drink coffee, you understand. Thank you for your prayers. Those of you who have been giving towards me, I appreciate you so very much. You have a greater blessing at the end of this trial than you even are going to understand that's coming towards you. God's going to bless you. And I thank you. There are no words. There is no thank you that I could say to you that actually touches the emotion of how I feel for those of you who have been truly kind to me to keep me breathing in this process and to capture wicked people and to get them out of the earth, because that's my goal, is to, if people ain't going to be converted, that God just take them completely out of the way, kill them, do whatever, because they're wickedness. And if we can get one person to just change their direction for positive purposes, then you and I do a great work in the earth, folks. And that's really what this trial is about. I'm growing through it, and so are other people, and everybody in your trial is also growing, and either you are coming out on top or you're not. And I am determined to find the Father at the end of my trial. I've already told him I can't not make it to the end of this and not hear you say you did well, my daughter. As long as I stay in his truth and get up, even if I fall down, then I'm still marching on. And I want to encourage everybody to do that. I don't know what you're going through. Maybe you're going through something worse than I am, God forbid. But just keep going. And let us energetically keep each other in prayer and just grow in the grace of God and not quench the spirit, and just let him speak to us where we're at and how he needs to do it, and quit being superficial about things for those of you who are, and just be the truth and be willing to line up with truth when it comes. All right. Till next time. Shalom.